I am the keeper of Edinburgh's secrets. As the sun dips below the horizon, Edinburgh comes alive with a different kind of magic. The shadows grow longer, the air turns crisp, and the city transforms into a realm where the boundaries between reality and legend blur. When most people visit Edinburgh, they come for the rich tapestry of history, the stunning architecture, and the vibrant energy. But what they don't realize is that this city holds more than just tales of kings and queens or the infamous Edinburgh Festival. Tucked away in the winding closes and hidden beneath the bustling streets is a darker narrative, one that has been whispered down through generations. As I step out from the comforting glow of the pub, the weight of centuries seems to press down round me. I walk along the Royal Mile, the heart of Edinburgh's old town. It's named after an old Scottish tradition of measuring distances by the length of a royal. So here goes my monologue for the first time. Edinburgh is no fairy tale. It's a city built on shadows. A city where beauty and terror walk hand in hand. Castles that shine by day, and shadows that whisper by night. For all its grandeur, Edinburgh is steeped in tales of tragedy, intrigue, and mystery. Here, history doesn't just exist in textbooks. It lives and breathes in the very stones beneath our feet. What if I told you that behind the city's enchanting facade lurks a darker side, a secret underbelly that even the midday sun struggles to penetrate? Tonight, we delve deep into the myths and legends that have made Edinburgh one of the most haunted cities in Europe. We'll explore the eerie remnants of Edinburgh's past, where whispers of torture, betrayal, and tragedy still echo through the ages. So brace yourself, because this is a journey into the shadows of Scotland's capital. And once you hear these stories, you'll understand why Edinburgh is not just a city of beauty, but also of haunting memories. Our journey tonight begins at the very heart of Edinburgh, Edinburgh Castle, a majestic fortress that perches atop Castle Rock like an eagle's nest, standing proudly against the backdrop of twilight. The castle exudes an aura of grandeur and mystery. It's a place where monarchs were crowned, where battles were fought, and where secrets both dark and light have been held close for centuries. But what if I told you that within these ancient walls, there are echoes of a more sinister past? Imagine stepping back in time to the year 1296 when English troops led by King Edward I seized control of the castle. Among them was a young woman named Joanna, forced into servitude by her captor, Lord Banff. But Joanna harbored a secret love for Sir Thomas Randolph, a Scottish knight who bravely resisted the English occupation. Their forbidden romance blossomed amidst the shadows of the castle, nurtured by stolen glances and hushed whispers. But their love story took a tragic turn when Lord Banff discovered their secret tryst. In a fit of rage and jealousy, he sentenced Sir Thomas to a gruesome fate. He ordered him to be suspended from the top of the castle's highest tower, left to slowly waste away until death claimed him. And as the years passed, the story of Sir Thomas became a haunting legend. A tale of forbidden love and cruel betrayal that lingered within the castle's stone walls. And as you stand before the castle today, you can almost feel the weight of his sorrow, a constant presence that adds another layer to this already enigmatic landmark. Descent into darkness. From the imposing heights of Edinburgh Castle, we now make our way through the labyrinthine closes and winds that characterize Edinburgh's old town. These narrow passages, tucked between towering buildings, hold a unique charm, but they also conceal a darker purpose. They served as a convenient place to hide, to escape the prying eyes of authority, or perhaps to lurk and wait for unsuspecting victims. In the 18th century, Edinburgh became a hub of illicit activity, with criminals and smugglers using these very closes to stash their wares. One notorious gang, led by the cunning Black Betty, made these shadowy alleys their home. They dealt in stolen goods, smuggled contraband, and anything else that could bring them a quick profit. Their influence spread like a disease through the city's veins, tainting the very essence of Edinburgh's social fabric. The authorities were powerless to stop them, or so they thought. But justice had a way of catching up, often in the most unexpected ways. One fateful night, a young apprentice stumbled upon Betty's secret stash, a cache of stolen goods hidden deep within one of the closes. What started as an innocent discovery quickly turned into a perilous game of cat and mouse, with the apprentice in possession of information that could bring down Betty's entire empire. The gang leader ordered his capture. Thus began a harrowing chase through the twisting, turning closes, with the apprentice desperately trying to evade his pursuers. The sound of his footsteps echoed off the stone walls as he raced to safety, the breath of the night mingling with the pounding of his heart. In the end, it was a close call, a mere whisker away from capture. The apprentice managed to escape, leaving the clutches of Black Betty forever. His tale serves as a reminder that even in the darkest corners of Edinburgh, hope can flicker and survival is possible. Hidden horrors. Our exploration takes us to South Bridge, a grand testament to Edinburgh's architectural heritage. During the mid-19th century, Edinburgh was undergoing a period of rapid change. The city was expanding, evolving into a bustling metropolis. But it was a transformation that came at a cost. The old ways were being replaced by the new, and many were caught in the throes of this dramatic shift. Among them was a group of individuals whose means of livelihood was threatened by these changes. The once prosperous trade they depended upon was fading into obscurity, leaving them on the brink of destitution. Desperate times called for desperate measures. They turned to crime, preying on the unsuspecting citizens of Edinburgh. One of their most notorious haunts was Southbridge, a location synonymous with wealth and prosperity. The sight of elegant ladies and gentlemen strolling along its arches presented the perfect opportunity. With practiced precision, the gang would strike, targeting those who appeared wealthy, relieving them of their valuables without a second thought. But their reign of terror did not go unchallenged. The people of Edinburgh, tired of living in fear, rallied together. A sense of community and shared outrage united them. Vigilante groups formed, taking matters into their own hands. The streets became their battleground as they sought to rid Edinburgh of these nefarious characters. As the situation escalated, the authorities were forced to take action. Law enforcement officials were mobilized, determined to put an end to the gang's activities. The balance of power shifted, marking the beginning of the end for these would-be Robin Hoods. Yet despite their downfall, the echoes of their desperation lingered, a stark reminder of the social tensions that had given rise to their criminal enterprise. Whispers of the past. Now we find ourselves at the Greyfriars Kirkyard, a graveyard steeped in history and tragedy. Imagine stepping into this hallowed ground, surrounded by weathered headstones that hold centuries of stories within their inscriptions. Among them is a tale that sends shivers down the spine. It's the story of the Caged Men, a haunting chapter that unfolded during the turbulent times of the 17th century. When Edinburgh fell under the rule of Oliver Cromwell's Puritan army, it was a time of great upheaval and persecution. Religious differences became battle lines, dividing the city and its people. In this charged atmosphere, the parliamentarians constructed open-air wooden cages, grim instruments of punishment and display. Within these cages, men were confined, left to endure the elements and the taunts of their captors. It was a fate worse than death, a slow and agonizing demise that tested the limits of human endurance. Some say the spirits of these persecuted men still linger here, trapped between this world and the next. Visitors to the graveyard have reported strange occurrences, unexplained scratches, sudden faints, and whispers carried on the wind. Is it the lingering pain of those unjustly treated, or simply the echoes of a troubled past? In the depths of this historic graveyard, there's a grave that stands out, not just because of its age or the inscription, but because of the unsettling legend that surrounds it. This grave belongs to a woman named Elizabeth, who died in 1641. But she's not remembered for the life she lived. She's known as the ghost of Greyfriars. They say that on certain nights, Elizabeth's spirit walks the graveyard, searching for her lost child. As the wind whispers through the trees, you might hear the soft sobs of a grieving mother or feel the icy touch of her ethereal hand. Those who have encountered her say that she's not a frightening apparition, but rather a soul burdened by an eternal sorrow. Her story is a poignant reminder of the depths of despair that humans can face, a tale woven into the very fabric of Greyfriars. Now, as I stand here, enveloped by the darkness and the whispers of Edinburgh's past, I am struck by the realization that this city is more than just cobblestone streets and historic landmarks. It is a living tapestry of stories, both triumphant and tragic. And as the night deepens, I know that I am merely a visitor in a realm where shadows dance and the veil between worlds is at its thinnest. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Edinburgh's haunted history. If you found this experience intriguing, I invite you to share your thoughts. Until next time, stay safe and keep an ear out for the whispers of the past. You never know when they might call your name.